Hi, I'm Greg with the League of Women Voters, Kansas City. Amendment 4 relates to Kansas City police spending. It is a constitutional amendment proposed by the Missouri legislature. The legislature would like to increase the percentage of revenue that Kansas City must spend on its police department. The current mandate by state law is 20% of city revenue. The city currently operates above that threshold at about 24%. The Missouri legislature would like to increase the state-mandated minimum to 25%. At the same time, the legislature would not provide the city of Kansas City with incremental monies to fund that increased spending. A constitutional amendment is necessary to increase police spending because the Missouri Constitution prohibits unfunded mandates. So what is an unfunded mandate? Unfunded mandates are created when the state legislature passes laws that require local governments to spend money without providing local governments with necessary funding. The official ballot title is as follows: Shall the Missouri Constitution be amended to authorize laws passed before December 31st, 2026 that increase minimum funding for a police force established by a state board of police commissioners to ensure such police force has additional resources to serve its communities. State and local government entities estimate no additional costs or savings related to this proposal. The fair ballot language is as follows. A yes vote will amend the Missouri Constitution to allow the General Assembly by law to increase the minimum funding for a police force established by the State Board of Police Commissioners to ensure such police force has additional resources to serve its communities. Currently, the only police force established by the State Board of Police Commissioners is found in Kansas City, Missouri. A no vote will not amend the Missouri Constitution regarding the funding for a police force established by the State Board of Police Commissioners. If passed, this measure will have no impact on taxes. The ballot measure language references the State Board of Police Commissioners because since 1939, the Kansas City police force has been controlled by a 5-person board of police commissioners made up of 4 Kansas City residents appointed by the governor. The 5th commissioner is the mayor of Kansas City. Oversight of the police budget, including decisions on equipment purchases, hiring of new police officers, and police salaries, is controlled by the Board of Police Commissioners, not the Kansas City Council. Currently, Kansas City is the only city in Missouri and the largest city in the United States that does not have locally elected control of its police force. Amendment 4 was crafted by the legislature after the City Council attempted to exert control over the police budget, a move that was opposed by the police board. City Council attempted to reallocate part of the police budget to create a separate budget for crime prevention and community policing. The council wanted to negotiate with the police board how the new crime funds would be spent. The police board sued, and the court sided with the police board, maintaining that management control over the Kansas City Police resides exclusively with the Board of Police Commissioners, not the City Council. Proponents believe that the amendment and accompanying legislation is necessary to prevent the Kansas City Council from reducing police funding. Proponents also believe that the amendment is necessary to ensure that the Kansas City Police Force has the resources to keep Kansas City safe. Finally, proponents believe that the Kansas City Police Department should not be controlled by City Council, but remain under the control of the police board. Opponents believe that the citizens of Kansas City should decide how tax revenue is spent, not the Missouri State Legislature. Opponents also believe that Kansas City should have elected local control over its police force and how crime is fought, both through policing and crime prevention. Opponents also say that the measure could have a negative impact on other city services that could see budget cuts. Thank you for taking the time to become an informed voter.